Hey guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about the power of cash today. So not many people use cash in this world, and if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I'm a big fan of using cash. But when you pull stuff out like this and you just like flash it around, we're like, what? What is that? What's that green stuff that you're holding? People just really do not use cash. If you go to the grocery store or the department store or anything like that, most of the time the people that you are in line with are using hopefully their debit card, but most likely they're using their credit card. And not very often do you see people using their cash. But let me tell you that I am the one pulling out my cash clip and even digging through my change purse to get the correct change. So I'm that girl in line that's holding up the line. But I do it because it is so powerful. And there are three main reasons why using cash is powerful. So the first one is because it is emotional. When you have cash and you're carrying it around, you start to kind of really like that money. You're like, oh, I like having this. It just makes me feel good that I have this. Put it in my pocket and I like having it. So therefore, it really triggers when you spend it. So like you really feel that when you are spending it. Whereas when you are just swiping, especially if you're swiping a credit card, you don't feel that at all. If you are swiping your debit card, you feel it because you have to make sure that the money is in the bank account, but it's just you spend more because you're swiping the plastic, and it doesn't matter, you know, if you have enough cash in your pocket or in your wallet to cover it. You're just swiping the debit card. So it really does trigger emotion. So that is the number one reason. And the second reason is because it is a physical reminder. So that you are within budget or that you're going over budget or whatever that your budget is. So you know, the reason why is because that you have this budgeted or this much budgeted or this much budget, whatever your budget is for groceries. I don't care what it is. I always just encourage you to set a budget and stick with it. And then once you do, cash it out. So if you have this in your clip or in your envelope and this is your budget for the month, then as you spend the money, then you are like, okay, it's really going down and we're only to the middle of the month and this is all we have. So now what? What do we do? So like you see it, it's a really physical reminder that you are about to go over budget, and it really tells you, hey, slow down. We have some more month and you don't have very much money there. So that is a big one as well. And lastly, it gives you negotiation power. So if you are buying whatever, if you're buying a ring or you're buying a car or you're buying a couch at the department store, whatever it is that you're buying, it gives you negotiation power because you don't have to, like, if you go in to buy it and you're trying to ask them for a lower deal, they know that if you have this out, you have the money to buy it. You don't have to wait to see if you're approved and all of that stuff. You don't have to mess around with any of that. You just pull this money out and show them, like, I have the money here in my hand. I'm willing to pay for it. So what deal can you give me? And if they can't give you a good deal, then you just put it in your pocket and you go to the next store. So it gives you that negotiation power because they know that you have the money and you don't have to wait and see if you're approved to finance the item. So those are three reasons why it is so good to use cash. I will say that it's different if you've never done it. It is a challenge to get used to it, but it is so worth it. The benefits are so worth it, and it really doesn't take that long to get used to budgeting and really cashing out the cash and carrying it around with you and paying cash for the items. And once you do, it's so nice because of all of the reasons I just said, and it just really helps you stay on budget. So I hope this video was encouraging and helpful, and I hope it encourages you to start using cash for buying your items. And I hope that if you did like the video that you'll consider liking it and subscribing to my channel. Thanks, guys!